The Industry 4, Fourth to Forthcoming Industrial Revolution, an initiative to serve the industry and society. Hello everyone, welcome to the Industry 4. I am Kuldeep Kaushik and today we are going to discuss about Cloud Native and the Industry 4. Today I am going to speak on fundamental features and progression path to realize the potential of Cloud Native. 7 fundamental features of Cloud Native. These features are required for the formation of Cloud Native and move forward on its progression path. And we are going to discuss all these 7 fundamental features of Cloud Native. First fundamental feature of Cloud Native is microservices. As compared to large things, small things are faster to get deployed and upgraded. And small things use fewer cloud resources because we deploy just what is needed instead of the entire enterprise function. A basic concept of a cloud native application is to decompose software into smaller, more manageable pieces. This is commonly done by applying microservices architecture. This is a design pattern that attempts to construct an application as a collection of loosely coupled stateless services. Second fundamental feature of Cloud Native is DevOps. DevOps is required for automation and fast TTM means time to market. DevOps is a set of practices that combines Dev means software development and Ops means IT operations. It aims to shorten the system development lifecycle and provide continuous delivery with high software quality. Third fundamental feature of Cloud Native is open architecture. Open architecture and APIs so that we can constantly involve in innovation. Open software architecture is one in which additional software modules can be added to the basic frameworks provided by the architecture. Open APIs to major software products are the way in which the basic functionality of such products can be modified or extended. Fourth fundamental feature of Cloud Native is hybrid and multi-cloud. Being cloud agnostic means that we can deploy our applications anywhere and in any environment. A hybrid cloud is a combination of public and private clouds, usually to orchestrate a single IT solutions between public and private clouds. Whereas multi-cloud entails multiple cloud services from one or more cloud providers. Fifth fundamental feature of Cloud Native is serverless computing. Serverless is a cloud computing execution model that provisions computing resources on demand and offloads all responsibility for common infrastructure management tasks. Example: scaling, scheduling, patching, and provisioning, etc. The serverless model requires no management and operation of infrastructure, giving developers more time to optimize code and develop innovative new features and functionality. Sixth fundamental feature of Cloud Native is containers. Containers are executable units of software in which application code is packaged along with its libraries and dependencies in common ways so that it can be run anywhere, whether it be on desktop, traditional IT environment or in cloud environment. And finally, the seventh fundamental feature of cloud native is agile. In software development, agile is a set of practices intended to improve the effectiveness of software development professionals, teams, and organizations. DevOps is complementary with agile software development, and interestingly, several DevOps aspects came from the agile methodology itself. Being first to cloud native means being first to greater scale, diversified interoperability, and greater efficiency than ever before. So what's needed? What's needed for Industry 4.0 based enterprises to take their organization functions and applications into the cloud? Cloud native. It's about a progression path. It's about a progression path from a traditional IT environment to cloud native in a form of journey, in a form of modernization, and in a form of maturity model. To understand the cloud native, we must understand the cloud native progression path. We must understand the cloud native evolution journey. The evolution journey for cloud native can be defined in 4 steps, starting with traditional computing environments to current form of cloud native computing environment. The first step towards cloud native journey is our traditional computing environment. This is the legacy form of IT infrastructure and application environment in which different enterprise IT functions and applications were tied to specific hardware and the product were dependent on the hardware itself. In this scenario, enterprises had hardware from different OEM vendors which are incompatible with each other. Now the second step towards cloud native journey is virtualized computing environment. Virtualization is the stepping stone or like a bridge towards cloudification. Virtualization facilitates hardware consolidation by making it possible to run applications on generic and common hardware, mostly known as COTS, common off-the-shelf hardware. This was the first step towards cloudification but still was not yet the real form of cloudification. The virtual network functions are still siloed, effectively delivering the benefits of cloud-less significance as there is no pooling of hardware resources across the different applications for different enterprises functions. Now the third step towards cloud native journey is cloudified computing environment. This next step in the journey towards cloud native is the evolution towards automation and elasticity. It is about the scaling up and scaling down of required IT infrastructure resources in an elastic and automatic form. At this step, the cloud layer made it feasible to automate the deployment of applications into the data centers running on generic COTS common off-the-shelf hardware, and elasticity, scale up and scale down, supported through VNF means virtual network functions managers depending on an application's capability and requirements. In addition to virtualization, now we have automation in place and now it is possible to run many separate applications with the same tools and in the same IT environment. Now moving towards the fourth step of our cloud native journey. The final step of our cloud native journey is to evolve application architecture towards cloud native applications, which is our ultimate motive and destination of our cloud native journey. This involves the decomposing of enterprise functions into microservices and make it feasible to run the applications as infrastructure independent. This means we can deploy and run our applications in the form of microservices in different scenarios like as directly on the hardware or on virtual machines or in containers. Furthermore, in addition to infrastructure independence, the most important quality is programmability and automation, which we have achieved by the implementation of DevOps. Thank you for being with us. See you again with our new videos on the Industry 4.